hustle going on right now.
What's
That's
up,
right.
locos?
We're
We're
live?
back in
Damn.
action.
Damn, they
Yeah.
heard you.
Damn.
Damn, al rato que llegue lo van a regañar, huh?
Divorce tomorrow.
If it hasn't happened in 10 plus years, it ain't happening tomorrow. So we're good.
Buenas noches a
Hi,
todos.
guys. We're
What up, what up, what up?
back.
Today we have a rare Pokemon in the house.
Who's here?
El Picaman.
El Pokemon.
Pikachu.
El Picahoyos.
How you doing today, Danny? So we
Pretty
got Coach
good,
Danny
pretty
from
good.
Tigres. How you doing tonight, bro?
Pretty good about
Cool.
yourself?
Good. How about you, cuz?
I'm
Nah, who
alright.
cares about you? So what?
Late, but
Yeah,
here.
I'm alright.
now you're doing good,
That's
yeah.
all right.
Are you feeling better or what? Or you still being a weak fool?
Never.
Or a little combination of both?
Never.
Nah,
I'm
never a weak
still,
fool?
no.
You
I'm
still
still
Miss
pushing
B?
through. Yep.
You still being a Jenny Rivera or what? Pues,
No.
de Tacachucha, mira. Even the cachuchilla, huh? Playa Larga.
Le faltan los lentes
No.
para que diga quema mucho el sol. Just a little bit, you know.
All right, buenas noches a todos. A ver, ¿cuántos hay? Nada, excepto la madre quién son, pero
Los que
bueno.
estén bienvenidos y
So,
los que no.
¿de qué vamos a hablar ahora?
La pregunta del
Sí, a ver,
millón.
hazle la pregunta que siempre hacemos, cuz.
What planet are you from?
Earth.
What?
Ironically.
Really?
Didn't say what part.
Boring.
Earth.
Hey,
All right,
yeah.
now, tune in on Friday, bro.
We tell we tell you no, yes, unfortunately, same planet as you guys.
No, we're not. Fool.
Nah.
I'm from Gatorland, fool. She's from what?
How do you spell that?
Yo soy de
Gay?
Eh.
Yeah.
Where you come from, cuz?
Gator.
Yo soy de Tijuana.
Sí, yo también.
¿Dónde eres?
Espérame, ¿dónde eres?
¿Dónde vienes,
He has to
Daniel?
check his notes.
Me dicen
Huh?
los de Tijuana que no.
He has to check his
Hey,
notes.
soy de la raya. Soy como la India María.
The planet
Ni de aquí
question.
ni de allá. Vámonos.
Ni
Yeah.
de aquí ni de allá,
facts.
como la India María.
Yo
No,
nacido, born and raised in Oxnard for the most
Oxnard?
part. For the most part, yeah. Till right before junior high. Can't say why, but we moved away.
Yeah.
Grew up in Washington. The rest
Washington?
of it through high school.
Oh.
Yeah.
And your family's from where? From Mexico. I'm saying. I'm guessing it's Mexico, right?
Yes. My RIP mother actually just got her birth certificate, so I have that information. But she's from Nueva Italia.
Michoacán. Michoacán.
And he's actually wearing her on his neck
Yeah, that's a
today.
badass
It's a beautiful.
I don't,
Medalla,
use,
huh?
I don't use it unless it's special occasions, but you know.
Oh,
that's
we feel
good.
special.
There you go. It's a special occasion.
Yeah, it is. You're at the hustle time.
Well, she's
homie.
in the house.
Yeah, you brought her with you.
Yes. And well, my dad, I don't really talk to the guy, but he was from Sinaloa, or is, because I think
from
last I
Sinaloa?
checked, he's still alive. So.
Last time
You know?
check.
Es chacaloso.
And I haven't checked in some years.
Sí, sí.
So we're good there. But yeah, no, he's somewhere out there
So where in Oxford did you grow up at?
in the north side,
On the north side?
right there behind Gonzales, behind Popeyes, that area.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
alright.
Mariposa.
When
and
it
all
was
that.
actually active, not
Yeah,
Yeah.
not like right
like,
now.
I'm sorry, but
So how was it?
there,
Living there, yeah.
I just say it was a new adventure every day.
Adventure every day.
When there was homies, you know, like
Well, there was just too many people around, huh? 'Cause of apartments.
So yeah, in that area you had Northsiders, and we knew them. I mean, I grew up; I was a little kid, so most of them are locked up. But you had Northsiders that were right there. You had BMGs that were in the alleyway, so you'd be crossing, and you'd have West Side Loma Flats. would
Ya
come out.
salió otro cholo.
Oh, puros cholos vienen.
No.
dicen, huh?
Híjole, ya va a traer a las viejas borrachas.
You
Yo, ya
know-
me enfadaron
you know what?
estos.
It's not even, but you're not listening. I said I grew up. That
Listen,
doesn't,
Yeah.
that
Linda.
doesn't mean that that's what shaped me.
I know.
I gotta see enough to shape differently.
Oh, that's good.
So you're cut out whatever fabric.
Yep.
Yes.
So yeah, you're raised there. You see a lot of
You
things.
could be raised
You got-
anywhere, but it's
Yep.
up to you.
You know,
what
you got
to do.
family that is what it is,
Yep.
and at the end of the day, you get all the bad and all the good, and you make what you make for
Yep.
yourself. The problem is that a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people,
That's
Right.
true.
a lot of people are followers.
Or they
unfortunately.
blame the environment too. We blame the environment sometimes.
It's true. Oh, it's because my dad was like that. Oh, it's because my brother was like that.
Because we don't have opportunity or whatever.
Yeah,
huh?
siempre there's excuses.
But there's always opportunity. So, it's just at the end of the day, like I've talked to people and a lot of people from around the place, and some of them that's their excuse.
Okay, did
you
you like living there as a kid? Well, obviously you were a kid, so
Um,
how
it was
do,
cool.
do you have good memories?
I don't have bad memories. I remember one day we got up and it was like 3 o'clock, and the homies from Colonia were getting down with homies from Northside in the corner of the apartments. Chains and bats.
Oh shit!
Broad
Like that?
daylight.
Damn.
Oh shit!
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It was active. That was a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
So you guys got to witness a lot of activities around there. Yeah,
Fun times.
fun time.
Sí, but it's true. El que quiere.
But
If you
but-
wanted to, you could have been part of that.
but you decide to
Yeah.
associate what you want to associate.
Mhm.
That's the reality of it. You know, I have friends that are from there, and it's cool.
Sí, sí.
Respect to them. They do their thing, and no for no hard.
Okay, so how was it living there? And then you say you moved to Washington. Was it a whole different environment?
How was Washington?
Do
if
you?
you liked all 4 seasons, it's beautiful.
Oh no way! You
Uh,
guys get all 4 seasons over there? Oh damn!
Y aquí, güey, está como
No,
las
aquí
pinches
estamos-
viejas, güey.
Mira
Está como las viejas,
ahorita.
pinche clima todo loco, huh?
Mother Nature hasn't left. But yeah, no, over there you get everything. You get a nice spring, you get summer, you get a fall, and you get a winter.
You get to enjoy everything.
Yeah. So like throughout high school, you know, I remember when I first moved over there, I was going into junior high, so my 7th grade year, boom, boom. I see all these fools with big old puffer jackets. I'm over there with a shirt.
Oh
What the
my
fuck? This fool's
God.
nutty with it. Yeah,
So you went to junior high and high school over there, or
Mhm.
just junior high?
junior high and high school.
Oh, okay.
Shit, I can't say when I graduated because that calculates my home.
Unos 60
But
años ya
just
tiene
know
el
that
vato,
I'm
huh?
good with that.
45.
All right, that's an insult. We're gonna take that as an
Hey,
insult.
we got a regalito.
Oh
B&B.
yeah, thank you, Danny. Look at what he brought us, guys.
Pero le
Ahí
falta
está.
lo que dice,
Pero yo
el gran
tomo
bueno.
medicina, so
Ah,
Eso no puede tomar.
dale, jugo.
Es lo
it's
que
alright. You
dice.
guys can take the shot for me today.
Dale
Ahorita en un
agüita al jugo.
ratito.
You
Hey,
guys will
if
take
she
it.
can't take a shot, you gotta take a double. I'm just saying.
Then you got to take a double too because
But I'm not afraid of that.
because your rep that came last time didn't take one either. So you got to take it for him.
Power to him. He actually said some very wise things. All right, not even shooting the shit, but he said some. I was actually at a store and
Oh, yeah. You
I was-
watched it?
Yeah, I ended up catching
Yeah.
on to it.
Hey, he said something
What did he say?
that those jerseys are his idea.
Da.
I don't know. I don't know if you remember
Um,
that, cuz he said that he's the one that brought the blue and the orange. It's orange, right?
It
Back
is
to
orange.
Tigres, yeah.
It is orange, and the thing is that I look for that input and feedback. At the end of the day, you could design 100 different things.
Oh, yeah.
and it could be dope as hell, but then somebody might say, bring it back this way, and that's okay. I mean, like,
Well,
he
the
told
good thing
you-
is that you were open to.
yeah,
for-
yeah. I mean, the design. Well, I like that uniform. That uniform is actually the Euros 2023, I think, Netherlands. That was their
Okay.
gear, but they had a all blacked out, and then they had an orange one. So I like the black one and the way that it looks. So that's what I was like, fuck it, let me go with that. But I changed the
Alright.
orange because Netherlands has a deeper orange.
Okay, so getting into
Let's
the uniform.
Let's go back to high school first. No, no.
Ay, ya va a
I
empezar el
wanna know,
chismoso.
I want to know. Did you play sports for over there or not?
I did play sports.
Yeah?
Yes.
Junior high and high school, or just high school?
Junior high. When we moved over there, we had a farm. We had a 10-acre property, so we
Oh,
had
nice.
great. And well, obviously, I said my dad's around somewhere, so we didn't really grow up with my dad. We grew up with my stepdad.
Ahí te va el primero.
Pásamelo. Y viene frío.
Here,
Está
here's
frío.
yours.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
take
no,
it with him.
I was gonna get it right now, but
We're gonna hold off so that he won't be a week for it.
damn.
Es
This
que
is what you're
luego-
calling me a weak
Luego
fool?
se va a arrepentir.
Sí,
He's
sí,
gonna be
sí.
like, nah.
Va a
Like,
decir, "¿Pa qué le
yeah,
pongo?"
like, never mind. You already took it.
No, we're gonna take it.
I'm only gonna take one, fool, porque luego me pongo violento. güey.
One for her and one because of me.
You guys
Okay,
gotta
one
take
for you,
one.
one for your
There you go. So son
your
two.
tigre.
Son two, and two is a good number.
God damn. That thing smells.
Pues es el gran malo y a veces es el gran bueno.
Sí, miran que invitan puros borrachos aquí.
No soy borracho.
Bueno,
Soy un bebedor
Coach
social.
Tony, I know you're watching. Look, salud.
Sí, salud.
Salud, Danny.
Salud.
Las malas influencias.
Y me está diciendo Jenny Rivera.
Es que trae la cachuchita así como Jenny Rivera,
Para
güey.
que no le caiga el sol.
Eh.
para
So
que
nomás
no le
Jenny se
cale.
pone cachuchas or
No,
what?
but she kind of made it popular.
Ah.
She did the way she would dress, and then all you needed those big ass fucking hoops, the chola hoops. And I think
I still wear my hoops.
Yeah, you see,
Listen,
But
that's not something to be proud of, you know?
But I've worn hoops since before I even knew about Jenny Rivera.
nah,
You
fool.
ever-
When you were a young and you knew about Jenny Rivera, all you guys wanted to be like her.
I never wanted to be like her.
Hell
You're
yeah.
tripping.
Let's talk more about Jenny Rivera.
Nah.
Trophies. Trophy sings it.
All right, loco. So what sport did you play in high school?
Started with football.
Football.
So yeah. So like I said, we had a farm. So my stepdad was more like, you got to work.
Oh,
Okay. So
okay.
again, you pick up what you pick up. So we weren't really privileged enough to be able to play. I think I did away. So here in Oxnard, way back, we used to play at Fremont, and then again, it gets pricier, and so we didn't, and we moved for unknown reasons that we can't disclose.
yeah,
but
yeah.
ended up moving, and then one of my friends was like, "Hey, dude, you should try out." It's like, they won't let me, so I was like, just try out. So I said, "Fuck it."
You made a team.
Went and tried out, and there was this guy that was a center, pretty big dude. Smacked the shit out of him. Yeah, smacked the shit out of him, and I took a spot.
Oh shit.
So then I told my mom I made the team, and do you remember my stepdad saying, "Well, you're gonna fucking walk." Like
How far was
Damn.
school from your house?
about 4.5, 5 miles.
So you had to walk there and back? Or damn.
Not there and back, because there we'd take a bus.
Oh, okay. Well, I
But-
mean, you had to stay after school for practice and all that, so you had to
Yeah.
walk back, right?
But they didn't say no, you can't do it.
No,
Just-
you find your way.
Just figure it out.
And you still got chores. You still got
Yeah.
your shit to do. So at the end of the day, responsibility. It's something that you lose a lot of parents now. They don't.
So
Yeah.
did you
Still
play throughout high school?
Freshman year, I was able to play varsity. My sophomore year, varsity. Freshman year, junior year, and then my senior year. Yeah.
Oh, did you play other?
Fucked
Other
up because I was stoner. So yeah, as smart as somebody could be, you could screw up, and so like grades matter. Let's just say.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm,
So
Especially in high school sports, huh? I think maybe college too. No, the grades matter.
although that's being slowly uncovered, that a lot of people go to college and they don't even touch classroom. They have people doing the work for them.
yeah, that's true.
Money talks,
Okay.
bullshit walk. So that's always existed, always. Just depends.
But
on
I
how we
think
do
it's
it.
more so now, no?
It's always existed. Travel teams, recruitment. That's always.
Pero ahorita
existed.
lo mejor because social media and all that, there's more exposure to a lot
Now,
of things.
because of social media. There's a lot more shit going on, but now it's
They expose
more,
a lot.
It's easier to
more.
catch it.
Yeah, yeah,
It's easier to catch it. So
yeah. Back in the days, you couldn't really have access to a lot of things. Now everything's easy, man.
social media is dangerous.
And the internet, yeah,
It
not just
is?
social media, but the internet and everything. A lot of public stuff, you could just search it up, and then you'll
Mhm.
find it.
Social media is dangerous. That's all
No,
I
it
can say.
is.
You have some
It is.
shit out there, people can find it.
No, yeah.
You got
¿En qué te
kids?
cacharon, Danny?
Nada,
No,
nada,
güey, porque sí
nada.
está. Se
I
escucha como bien
know,
triste.
Como
huh?
like,
nada.
man, so
Explora-
disappointed.
Explorador, but if I go on Google, I can still find me and find some stuff. Just saying, it's what it is.
Le checaron su search history.
Listen,
What
guys,
did they find?
delete your search history. Delete
Clear
the
all.
Don't be ashamed. Just clear it.
Just clear it.
Yeah.
Delete everything, huh?
No need to keep on to it, Just have it out.
So why? So what happened after high school?
During high school.
Well, during high school, you got
Oh,
more.
No, during high school. During high
Okay.
school, I was blessed enough
There
to
you
have
go.
coaches.
Sí, quiere decir chisme, huh?
Nah, fuck the
Nah, dale,
cheating.
dale, dale.
I was blessed to have coaches that were either ex-military or just really invested in the kids.
Okay.
So even though, like we had people that would go and their parents would have the money to send them to the football camps or wrestling camps. I didn't have the money to do that. I had to work. So summers we were working. So it just was different. So it's like, how do you stay on a team when
I was just gonna ask that. How did you juggle like your responsibilities at home and playing the sport that you wanted to?
you make a deal with the devil? At the end
You
of the
just
day,
have to do it,
you
right?
just got to make sure you're doing your shit. And what can you tell me if my stuff is done? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So, but it was interesting because I remember one of the coaches, it's a little guy, tough little fucker, but he was also there for wrestling, and he would get in our face and be like, "Hey, do you want to be successful?" Like fucking in your face and fucking yelling high pitch, and then, "Well, you gotta fucking work," and he smack us in the helmet. And
Oh
it's,
damn.
but it's true.
Well, you need that sometimes.
It's
Yeah.
true. What do you do with somebody that's playing a sport for the first time? They've never played, and now they're scared, but they're
Mhm.
not willing to push themselves. If you're a coach that doesn't give a shit, you let them just slide, and it's whatever. But if you're gonna bring out the best of them, you got to challenge
You
them.
have
and
to,
they-
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But if
Yeah, you gotta break them out of the comfort zone.
if
huh,
you
and push 'em.
challenge them and they don't challenge themselves and the parents don't challenge them, then why do they have to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that thing, I tell my kids now, I'm like, I was yelling at them in the car the other day, not in a bad way, but just kind of telling them like that coach would be small guy, and he was also a part of the wrestling coach, and he whip your ass, just yank you down and whatever. But that thing would always stick in my head. Like, you want to be successful, you gotta work, you gotta fucking work, and it's true.
No, yes, it is
It's
true.
true in every sport. You could have a kid that's better than you today, and 6 months down the road, that kid's just lounging,
Yeah.
and you're taking better opportunities, bigger opportunities.
Yeah.
There's players that because
The
of social
dedication,
media,
yeah.
because of social media, they're all over the place, and there's players that aren't on social media, but they're the ones with the contracts.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
It carries out.
So do you
So-
feel like he had an impact on you,
Definitely.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a negative; it was a positive impact.
even though he was tough?
So the first time you met him and he came at you guys like that, were you like not scared? How could like intimidated by him?
No,
No.
because for me, it was something new. I never played football. I didn't do Pop Warner or the little Pee Wee football. I didn't do any of that. So junior high was really like the go. I mean, the elementary, Sierra
And
Linda,
either way, football is
but
a tough sport, so you can't
Mhm.
just be right there being a weak fool, huh? 'Cause they
and
tough you up, man.
I know some weak fools, but just like,
Yeah.
but no, it's true.
You can't be a weak fool and play football,
but
man.
Danny's
I
like,
fucking-
I know
Ah,
too many-
but I'm just
Hey,
not gonna say who, but I can only take one. But it's
With
just,
this fool.
I
but it's
know, we
true.
do.
Like
Hey, si hace la pinche cabecilla.
B
I'm out to go.
B came like a bobblehead. Ah, no,
Pinche vieja a mí me apunta
Danny,
pa'
you know you
todo.
wanted to say that.
no voy a decir quién. No, but really, it's well, you're obviously playing with Coach Luis and everything, and he's fucking loud.
Yeah.
He's loud, but he's played, and he's not quitting on them. He's got a loud voice, but he's trying to teach.
He's loud and strict but respectful.
And that's the
So
key.
that's it. There you
So
go.
he's
Yep.
loud. But he's also challenging those
Yes,
kids,
yes.
and you can see that from when your kid started to now.
Yeah, yeah.
There's been
He has
growth.
improved a lot. Yes.
Correct. So those coaches that I had in high school, the other one was Gabe for football, big dude, and he ended up being for wrestling. He's the one that told me to do wrestling. I think I did wrestling only my sophomore, junior and senior year. Never wrestled. So what can you do when you've never done something? You got to practice.
And you gotta practice. You gotta develop.
So that guy would be like, motherfucker, just do one thing, like get good at one thing, and that'll be your key. That's what it was. So I just had one move and one move only, and as long as I can get you where I needed you,
That was it.
I'm gonna go. It's full go. So it was. You can't be intimidated by what's coming. Yeah, you're probably gonna get your ass kicked, especially when you're giving up 15, 20 pounds
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah.
It's a big jump, so you better be on it. Because I never wrestled at my weight. Throughout high school, I was 185. I was wrestling. I should have been 189, but the 189 pounder was better. He was obviously one of those guys that wrestled his whole time. He was better. He
And
was
in
1 year
sports like
younger.
that, like the weight matters. Even 4 pounds is a big difference.
So I ended up being their 215 pounder, even though I was never the 215 pounder. Then at one point they gave a 2 pound allowance. So now you're wrestling somebody that's hitting 217 when they weigh in, and then after you go to the match, they might be 220.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Because
Like boxing and
a
all
lot
that.
of- a
Like
lot
the
of
couple
wrestlers,
pounds matter a lot.
they cram
They
it.
make a big difference.
So if you're into a dragged out wrestling match, and at one point they take you down and you're battling them off, that minute feels like an hour. It's a fucking
Yeah,
it's a mission. So then you correlate that to any sport. If you were to give up in that, what makes you change?
You're gonna be better in something else,
Mhm.
right?
I remember my freshman year when for football they asked me to go practice with the varsity, and we had these two guys, big white guy named Jack, and a big tall dude named Jesus. I think 6'2", 6'3", each one, big fuckers, and I was tiny, I wasn't that big, size wise height. So they're pulling, and I'm like, fuck it, you gotta hit the hole. And I just remember they saying, fucking Zamano. They pick me up and they're just running with me, and I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? But the next play, I went at it again.
Yeah. You just kept
The
pushing and
mentality
pushing.
was,
Yeah.
fuck it. Like, what's the worst that can happen? You're gonna ring your bell. And I think my senior year, I got my bell rung because somebody came from the side, and they cracked me, and it was snowing outside. It was nice, and
So
I know my bell was rung because I remember going to the huddle, and the quarterback at the time was a friend named Austin, and he was just like, "You good? You good? You got the count?" I was like, "Yeah, fuck it." I didn't have the count. Like I was still processing off that kickoff. But fuck it.
So you guys played on the snow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
How
that's
was
what I
that?
said.
Good experiences or what? Dope.
Fucking nice.
No, y aquí nomás está mojado el pasto, no quieren que los
No
niños
vayan,
jueguen,
no,
güey.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
know.
Ay, se mugran
No.
los zapatos.
We played in the snow. We had a rain coming down. It didn't matter.
It's
it was
because people are just crybabies about everything nowadays.
the parents.
It's
the
true.
parents, yeah.
It's the parents. I have no comment to the parents that know who you are, but some parents won't take their kids out if it's too windy. Some parents
Yeah.
won't take their kids out. Oh, it's too dark.
Oh, yes.
It's true.
They
It's
go
too
to sleep
dark.
too early. He doesn't like being talked to like that. Well, then
Their bedtime is at 9.
Yeah. Yeah, leave
shit.
practice early, huh?
She said 9. My kids go to bed at 8. So guess what? When we're practicing till 8 o'clock, they get home. quick
Then
shower,
you're
and
one
then-
of those parents. My
No.
kids don't go
Yeah.
to sleep till 10.
Remember your kid was being coached there for a minute?
Yeah.
Yes.
He didn't like the sport.
I know he didn't.
He didn't like
He
it.
didn't,
He
but
didn't
also
like-
He hated
wait,
soccer.
wait.
Yeah.
We made him play soccer.
Yes.
Oh, see.
You see him in baseball now, and he's completely
See, so
different.
when you pressure a kid to
No,
to
you
do it,
can't.
they're not gonna
that's
do
the,
it.
But that's the thing, though, right? Like, you have parents that They'll
Mhm.
pressure the kid, and that's a bitch for the coach because now you're battling the kid,
Because you don't want to be there, huh?
and then you're also battling the mom or the dad who might be thinking, "Oh, he's picking on him," or "Oh, he's being too hard on him."
Mhm.
And it's like, well, the sport is a discipline. Go back to like I said, those
Yeah.
coaches that I had in high school didn't fucking matter that I didn't have the money. Just fucking work. You work, you're gonna get there. You have a player that's better than you. That's okay. You got somebody to beat.
Yeah.
But if you teach a kid that that kid is better than you, what has happened to that kid?
Yeah.
So, emotionally, they're checked out, and when it comes to the game, they lay down.
Mhm.
And Oxnard is a better talent when it comes to players, and then several sports. There's a lot of talent here.
There is.
There's a lot of egos here.
Yes, that too.
So, and there's a lot of money to be made, and a lot of clubs make the money, and that's okay. You teach their own their hustle, right? This is hustle talk, so let's go there. But at the end of the day, as coaches, like the only thing you could do is do it for the right reason. If you're doing it because you just want to win, fuck it, go recruit, go recruit, go recruit, go recruit, and know that it's going to have some impact as far as cost on you as well.
Yes.
But if you're willing to actually develop and grow a kid, the benefit that you get from it when you see them later, if they continue to excel, whatever sport it is, because I always tell the kids, like, whatever you're being taught, you can apply it in this sport, you can apply it in the
in
next
your
Mhm.
life and everything,
because it's the mental aspect that you're teaching
Yeah.
them, and a lot of people don't
Yes.
understand that. You go yell at a kid, and there's a kid, and again, we won't call out parents, but that kid would always look to the sideline to make sure that the parents were okay with
So
what he was
basically,
doing.
getting approval from the parents, right?
So what does that do? The psyche of that kid,
Yeah.
not in the game.
Mhm.
He's more worried about what are they going to tell him.
Yeah.
And now you go around, you have coaches that are yelling at a kid and they'll yank him out of the game. They won't talk to that kid. They won't what you did wrong, or we're gonna fix this. It's just out.
You're out and that's it.
And then you have parents that are also boisterous on the sideline and they make the comments. The kid doesn't know that they know you're making the comment about them. It's 100% they could pick it up. But it's the parents that keep them there in that environment.
Yes.
At one point, you got to speak up. And also, as the coach, you have to be willing to speak up. Hey, let me coach, because
Well, that's
they're
a
kids.
coach's job, man. I think when you go to
Yes.
practice to the field, as parents, we should just stay behind
Unless
and
it's
let-
this
let-
guy, if it's
let-
this guy,
let-
talk
let-
shit to him. But
and let the coach do his job.
no, but it is true. It's 100% true. So, I always learned that one thing is like that little kid tomorrow could be somebody's boss.
Yeah.
A few years later, that could be a CEO of a huge company. But it's what's being instilled in them
Así
now.
como dijo Luis, he wants to create leaders,
Leaders.
Yeah.
You
And
know-
it starts with this, yeah.
We had a game with the 2015 squad, and the two captains put their heads down and they kind of gave up. And we removed the captain's ban. I told them, this is not how you should act.
Especially being a captain, huh?
Correct. Because that's what drives. They're looking up to you.
Yes.
So as a captain, there's a lot of characteristics. Some coaches, oh, that's my favorite player. That's the strongest player. That's the
Mhm.
captain. That's not true. But a lot of coaches don't look at the overall. The quietest player could be the one that's most respectful, the one that's actually on it. You're not always battling with them. But that's not that's not what you're thinking about. Everybody's thinking about, oh, that kid, look at him. He shines. Well, all the kids shine, and then they play together, they shine even more.
Yes.
But what are you teaching? If you're teaching winning, put the spotlight on the kid and keep making him the loudest.
Mhm.
A couple of years later, that kid is on the sideline, that kid's on the high school squad.
It's teamwork.
That's
man.
true. How did you? I know we're gonna go back a little bit, but how did you become a coach?
I thought you said this was hustle talk, not Back to the Future.
Back to the future.
No, so
Okay, well, when did you start coaching or why? It wasn't Tigres, right? First?
Like, what was it that?
Was
that-
Tigres?
I got involved with them, and it was
The old school Tigres?
Yes,
Yeah.
and it was because of Luis, and then obviously later my other compa / nephew Edgar was on the team. So then I kind of just start sticking around there, watching, and
Okay, so can you take
as
us
a
back
gopher.
to how it started then?
they were already made. They were already playing, But for me, it wasn't that. It was, I moved back down here. I graduated some years back.
Some years
You
back.
know,
So you were fresh out of high school when
1998.
you started coaching?
I think the second year after being down here,
Oh, okay.
but I was also working. So
Mhm.
working and then doing that, and it was cool. I mean, it was cool. It was fun to see them, and that again, that's the reward. You're watching them, and I ended up staying with them till 2015 was, I think, the last game that was played with that squad. So it was a long run. It lasted. It was cool. You learn a lot. You see them, like shit, some of them, Chofuro, Viveros, Edgar. I think Johnny was with us in DG. We went to Vegas. Their first AMS were on my house, were on my pocket. So, Old Town Vegas, that's where we had our shots. All right, their first
Oh,
AMFs.
Oh,
So
shit.
it's like
First day I met.
damn.
good times,
Yeah, yeah.
So it's just there's a lot of good memories that you build, and at the same time, without it, like they're not so far as age gap goes between us. So it's like you see them as your little siblings, like, hey,
Hmm.
so you're not gonna mislead them, you're not gonna lead them astray or whatever. You're gonna do right.
Yeah.
Yes,
So it's the
yes.
same thing, and so it's like you learn, they learn, mentorship type thing, and at the end of the day, they teach you and you learn from
You
them,
learn
and
from them,
vice
yep.
versa. So it's
You can never think you're better than anyone, man. Because
no, no, no.
you learn from
Look,
people. You learn every day.
let's put it out there. Everybody has their own opinion,
Yes.
and we all have kids here.
Hmm.
Macho might be the best kid ever. To you, it might
Be
be
the worst.
it might be your kid. To me,
I
Yeah.
think to every parent, their kid is the
Yeah.
best. I mean,
and to the coaches, stop it. They're all
Yeah.
bad.
yeah,
they're all,
it's true
they're all
though.
bad
It's true.
because like shout out to all the coaches that coach at Tigres. We got Luis, we just added Pacheco, we got Jerry, Herita, and then we got Coach Raul, who's bar none above, all of us, and I still learn from him. So Marvel is there too. So they're giving, and I think the coach Jose that helps Luis, right? So what they're doing is they're giving their time to teach, and it requires discipline. So in the real world, you have coaches that are like, parents need to be involved, right? But then some of those parents are overly involved, and any little thing, oh my god, you're making them run too much, don't do this.
Do you think it
Stop.
would depend on the sport?
No,
The parent involvement.
I don't
or-
care.
Uh-huh.
I don't care what
No,
sport it
I
is.
think what it means is just be there, be present, and be supportive. But don't
So then parents get the wrong message
Yes,
for
yes, that's
being
what it is.
involved.
Just be there for your kids.
So,
Make sure they go to practice.
shots fired. Not every parent played sports.
Yep.
Hmm.
So how do they understand what you're trying to give them? And we actually,
True.
and I forgot two good coaches that just came on, Coach Aaron and Coach Matt. They're going to be working with the girls. Coach Matt played baseball, they believe, for the Braves. So we'll look that up afterwards. I'll remember that. And Coach Aaron was playing at West Virginia College with some great players. So it's like, do you think, what can I tell them when they went that far to the level of
Yes.
basically pro?
So
They know what it
So you're gonna
takes.
learn from them.
So you learn from them, but
Yeah.
because this is in their forte, they also get to learn from you.
Right.
What are those kids gonna get?
Didn't you tell me that about that coach that he played baseball, that he didn't know about soccer, but that he could still do it? Or
Oh
I
yes,
remember we had the conversation like that.
100%.
So
Every
how was
coach.
it?
He's-
Remember?
So you don't have to play, like, every sport has things that apply to another sport. The difference is baseball is a lot of mechanics. Soccer requires all of those mechanics.
Mhm.
Football has a lot of mechanics. Soccer incorporates all the mechanics. Baseball, you have innings,
Yeah.
short runs, whatever, but you have to have explosion. For football, you have sprints,
Yeah,
Boom.
the sprints.
long run, catch,
Mhm.
stretch
Yeah,
out, whatever, but you still get breathers.
Yeah.
Soccer, you don't get breathers. Soccer
Yeah.
is consistently.
Yeah.
So when you have a player that plays basketball, that plays baseball, that plays football, and they have all these different mechanics, and that player has the grit to play soccer as well, their endurance is it's
Another
crazy.
level, huh?
Their
Yeah.
athleticism is so crazy because they're working all their different muscles.
Mhm.
So somebody that played a different sport can come and help because they have the mentality, and they also have the understanding of what it takes to get there as far as the physical part of it. The other part, they learn it, and that's the thing that you can. A coach doesn't exactly, I think somebody said it best. Not every great player makes a great coach.
Yes.
Not
I
every
agree with
great,
that.
not every great player makes a coach, and not every great coach can be a good
A
player.
player. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people were just never meant to be players. They were
Mhm.
just coaches. I read it, I think on Instagram, somebody sent me something where they go, you can tell when the coach parent, must have been an angry parent. But they,
Never
but
played.
they,
or
but they put, like, you could tell when you can tell when a coach has never played. But how's your team winning? What is that
Yeah.
coach doing that your team's still winning? So they're disciplining, and they're teaching what they need. So even though they might have not played it,
but they understand
what
the
their
game.
understanding of what it
It takes to
is still feeding that kid enough to help him shape and
like in
develop.
boxing. A lot of trainers they were never really real boxers, but they create champions.
It's
But I think
mentality.
it's
Yeah.
just people like you would assume or I'm trying to picture like these parents that Danny's talking about. Like you see the coach just standing there. He's never running. He's never kicking the ball. He's really never doing anything. They'd probably assume like he doesn't know crap.
Well, it's the
He never
cerebro, no?
does anything. Like how is he
Maybe
a coach?
they see things we don't, you know.
I mean,
They
you're,
analyze things different.
you're always gonna have parents like this guy came and said his son was a striker.
Y no
Okay.
sabía patear
No,
la
I didn't put
pelota.
him there. Who put him?
I don't remember, but I'm just giving him a hard time. But it's like, okay, so as a coach, cool, he's a striker. Let's play him. What's the worst that he can do? He impresses, or it's just
Yes, yes.
he looks a little lost, right? In some cases, that kid doesn't have anything. I don't want him,
Mhm.
and that's
That's why there's development, man.
there's coaches that don't care for development. They care more about I want to win.
Yeah.
But 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No one cares those ages. At the end of the day, you want to shape and develop them because when
Mhm.
they hit high school circuit, when
That-
they
that's
hit
when it
those,
matters.
that's when the real stuff starts happening.
Yeah.
You know, that's what parents need to understand. You want to build their foundation so that they're stable, sound players, not just players that do it for the gram, not players that just do it for
Yeah,
videos.
yeah.
You can spend all the money. You got the money, spend it. Put them out there. That doesn't exactly correlate to somebody that's going to be successful in any sport or
Yes,
let alone any
yes.
job. You know, some parents are overly pushy where must do, you must do, you must do, and they forget that the other part of it.
Mhm.
Study, do this, do that.
Yeah, the study
So
part.
it's like, what is the ideal athlete? Responsible. But that responsibility doesn't. My son's a star. You don't tell my son nothing. Okay, your son's failing.
You're already making his head big, man.
I have a nephew of mine who played at Pacifica as well, and fucking big dude, great arm, pitcher, football, good. Believe he had full offers from Fresno State, San Diego State, some other places, and whatever, but not the grades. And his comment was very simple.
Mm.
Coach said that's all I needed to play. That coach never gave a shit about him. That coach just cared about making sure he had a player that can give him results on the field. And that happens all the way down to the little kids. Bring me your kid. I'm gonna make him good. His kid might not even play, but he's paying me.
Yeah, that's all. That's all
That's all they
matters.
care about.
Yeah,
So some people do it for business and livelihood, and I get it. Some people do it for livelihood and they actually care and they do the most.
Mhm.
And you could also see that because there's both. There's a little bit of everything, right? Just depends on what you choose. to
So,
have.
so you as a coach, what do you think is the biggest complaint you guys get from the parents?
It's very
Like a common complaint, you know?
It's never a comment, but some parents don't like all the travel if they have multiple kids,
Okay.
or and that happens. So flexibility might be an issue. So it's like, what can you tell the kids? For me, outings are teaching them their lessons and everything, right? Just because you went to LA and you smashed last week, but then you came to Oxnard and you got beat. What matters more, the fact that they won in LA or the fact that they lost in Oxnard? Where did they learn more?
In the loss.
In the loss.
Yeah.
But to some parents, that loss is like, oh,
Yeah,
you need to
yeah.
try hard. Is that what really happened?
No.
Like anybody could celebrate wins, man, but it's in the losses when you
That's
find
when
out
you
what you're
learn the
made
most,
of.
and
Yeah.
people don't understand that. So you find out if a kid has a quitter mentality or if a kid just doesn't try anymore. You can see it in their body language and the way they respond.
Yeah.
So again, what is coaching for? You're teaching a little youngster something that's going to carry with them. And so if
Gotta
you're
teach them the balance of winning and losing, no?
it all matters. I hate losing. I hate losing. I hate losing with a passion. But I understand it.
Yes.
I get it.
I don't think anybody likes to lose, but you do have to understand it and accept it when they come. Losses come.
Yeah, they do. But you gotta know how to be like a good loser.
Yes.
Well, just when you lose, like you can go back and a lot of people won't watch video, but you can go back if your videos are recorded, you can see
Like, where did I mess up? What did I do wrong?
Where did we get gapped, or was it, was I running a route and I just didn't hit it's like there's things that you can see.
Mhm.
It's never a loss if you learn from it, no? But if you just take it as a loss and you just don't correct your errors, man, then what's
a lot of people don't correct it. A lot of people stay with the mentality of, oh, they just sucked that day. Not exactly.
So that's a real loss right there.
That's a real loss.
Yes.
Because now you're not even allowing reflection to happen. So,
or when you start blaming other people for your mistakes too, no?
I hate that, but that happens. And look, like I said, I have Coach Raul, and Coach Raul is amazing. He's bar none. I don't know how to coach compared to him. He's great coach, right? And I remember there was a game where I was loud and I was like, "Hey, you gotta cut, you gotta cut, you gotta cut." And he goes, "Coach Danny, don't tell him nothing." And I'm like, "Shit, you're right." Sometimes you catch yourself. You get because as a coach, you're also emotionally invested with
Mhm.
the kids. You're seeing the things, and so it's like now it's just, hey guys, we can't be on the field with you guys, but we're gonna try to do as much as we can as far as like helping. So there's a difference. There's a voice when you're speaking to the kid, and the kid feels like you're putting them down because the voice travels and it's more like, oh, he's mad at me. And then there's a voice where it's directive, and that directive is completely different the way
Like
they
your coach voice.
receive it. Exactly.
Okay.
So, he can go and tell my kid, "Hey, you got to run faster," and my kid's gonna be like, "I am," but he's not gonna be upset. He's gonna just,
Mhm.
I tell him the same line, and that's it.
My dad's
Yeah,
mad. Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Because at the end of the day, the kid sees the parent as the hero. You don't want the parent to be the villain.
Mhm.
So as a coach, you have to have that even keel where everybody understands there's an expectation. Let's just work. That's it. So you give them the maximum and expect the maximum from them. But sometimes they're not going to do it. They have bad days. And
Yeah,
those are
como
things that
todo.
we
Yeah.
understand, right? Like we went to a tournament this year for the New Year Cup. They won. They won all their games. Second tournament that we went, we laid an egg. We were up and then we ended up losing. It's okay. That's the difference. You
It's
got to
part of the
keep that
game. Yeah.
consistency and be checked in, not just if the game hasn't ended, it's not over. So don't let up. And that's all lessons that they learn, right? So there's lessons in everything. It just depends on who's teaching and who's doing what. And I think that game, I can honestly say I had to apologize because I did. I was like, shit, like we just didn't try. Like you can see the kids, but again, they have their days. The coaches have their days because again,
Yeah.
the kid might have issues. The coaches might have issues. We're all human beings, so we're working
Yes,
through it
yes.
together, and that's
Mhm.
the part I think that sometimes gets disconnected, and then so you have fallout.
What separates like a good coach from a bad coach?
That depends, man. That depends. I like look. There's a lot of good coaches in Oxnard, and there's a lot of bad coaches. What separates
Or
them?
the ones
I don't
that
know.
claim to be good, like what
Sheesh.
qualities do they have?
Sheesh.
Because they
Sheesh.
so one thing is claiming to be a good coach,
Uh,
and another thing is actually being a good coach and a good mentor for the kids.
I think that you have to have both. Some are just want to be a coach, just
Just
want to
like a title.
yeah, just have the title. Boom, I get all the good things and the bad things. It's all you. So that you do have that, and then there's like there's good coaches that they just it's another game. So I'm not gonna call nobody out because there's a little bit of both. It's hard. It really is.
Call it out, man.
I recently told a parent, I'm like, and I think I was talking to you too about it, right? Like it looks so easy, right? That weekend that I went to a tournament, not gonna say which parent, but I had one of the parents help me out because I wasn't gonna make it. Obviously, I was in LA. So I just kind of said, okay, well, you know what? It was a scrimmage. So I said, whatever the first 7 kids that arrive, just play them. You know, that's fair because there's a respect thing, right? If I tell you to have them there at 8 and you show up at 7 or 8:10, 8:20, and we play at 8:30, you're not respecting the other parents, you're not respecting the other players, you're not
The
respecting the
coach.
coach.
Mhm.
Yes.
There's a contractual agreement that's verbally given
Mhm.
with respecting those lines. If your practice is at 6 and you don't tell me nothing, I expect you there to be by 6 ready to practice,
Mhm.
not at 6 getting out of your car. It's a respecting.
Yeah.
So long story short, my wife stayed there and she's there and she's texting me, she's blowing up my phone. She's like, "Hey," I go, "What happened?" She goes, "This kid just got here. This kid." So there was a lot of late birds that showed up, and ultimately, I think my son was on the bench the whole first half. Didn't even touch the field, and then the other kid got it. So it's like I told her, he's got to earn it. In my head, I'm like, just he's got to earn it. The other part of it was they're not. They're just doing me a favor because I couldn't make it. So I guess that's my fault because I scheduled it and I couldn't make it. So I gotta cool it down because what do they do? So when I talk to the parent, he goes, "Hey, my bad. I felt like it was a little bit tough, and I asked somebody else to help me, and then it kind of became more of a I just want to win." And I go, "It's a scrimmage.
Just a scrimmage. Yeah.
It's just a scrimmage. We have some new kids. We want them to see what they can do. We want to see what they don't do. We want to see where they
Mhm.
struggle and where they don't struggle." So at the end of the day, if that would have been one of the coaches, they would have understood to play the kids as they were. because it was the parents, they played a little bit of
Yeah,
favoritism and put this one and put that one, and players played out of position, and so it was a little bit of a fun disaster. But there was something that parent learned. It's not easy. I said it's not.
It's not
It's not easy. It's not
I
easy.
think we underestimate coaches a
like the
lot.
responsibility.
There's a mental part of it that you're connecting with that kid.
There has to be a connection.
So, it's like I still said thank you because they didn't have to cover me. They could have said screw you. Like,
Mhm.
don't be responsible. Be there.
Yeah.
They still cover me. It is what it is. And so, I mentioned that I have my kids to play. I've never had a favoritism for my kids. If you're not trying, I'm gonna pull you out.
So would you say that you treat your kids exactly as you treat all the
Treat
other
them
kids?
worse. That's the problem. I treat them worse.
Yeah, that's
And sometimes I catch myself and I'm like, shoot,
Bájale.
not saying it in a bad way. I just
Yeah.
want you to understand it's going to get harder. It's going to get
Mhm.
harder. And, and I tell any parent that coaches their kids, always make sure there's a line you got to check off, because you can go a little too far and then that kid hates it. He's just doing
Because
it. So
of
you're not.
that. Yeah.
yes.
So at times it's better to have someone.
Have you ever talked to your kids about that? About the times that you cross that line?
100%. I've talked to them about, how privileged they are, because, there's a lot of parents that aren't even involved with their kids.
Mhm.
There's a lot of
Yes.
parents that won't even put their kids in sports. Even if
Yeah.
their kids want to play, they won't make the time of day for them.
Yeah, it's true.
Sometimes they
know?
do have the time. They just choose not to.
Eh, Boyfriends.
Some. But I think
Oh.
I think and
that felt awkward.
Yeah,
Tell
yeah.
me more. Tell me more.
Le dolió la pedrada.
No.
She's bleeding.
no, I think that
A veces no se puede.
Why-
ahorita
why
no,
not?
no,
Why
al
not? Why not?
revés. Ahorita en estos tiempos, everybody should have time for their kids.
Yes.
I think so. I've said this before, like, and I'll say it, fucking, ojalá que no me quiten aquí, pero bitches be having time to go do their lashes, go
Their
do their
nails.
nails, go do their facials, go get a massage.
This is gonna be le hustle talk.
It's
Say
true.
more,
And I've
say
said
more.
this
That's true, that's
before.
true.
Like, I always talk about it because I've seen it in school. When there's like parent teacher conferences, when there's back to school night, when there's like open
Yes,
house, like
yes.
all that stuff. Dude, where are the parents? Pero las miras poniendo las uñas or the freaking Starbucks coffee todo el día. And it's like, dude, tienes
They're gonna
20
wait 30
minutes.
minutes in line for a coffee drink. but they
Yeah,
can't
you
go.
have time for that, but you don't have time for your kids. I want to say maybe about 80%, if not more, of the parents right now, it's people our age facing these kids. It's a generation of younger parents. So we have the
We do,
possibilities.
Yes, we do.
We have the
We need to bring her the Darth Vader.
it's
Yeah.
true. We have the jobs that allow us to do these things, to be
The
with our
time
kids.
and everything. Yes.
El que no lo hace ahorita, creo que es raro el que todavía trabaja like in the field o todavía trabaja like
Long hours. and
yeah,
all that.
es raro los que no, it's just like Danny said, it's just
Damn.
they're not making the time.
Notice I didn't stop that because she was. I
No,
agree
but
with
it's
everything.
true.
I agree with everything.
Yeah.
right?
Yes. I agree too.
On the flip side, you also, as a coach, have to be understanding, right? There's parents that might work. I think I have one parent that comes from Thousand Oaks. They make it. They make it on time.
I know.
And then you have parents that
They live down
And
the
around the
street.
corner.
Yes.
and they don't make it.
Yeah.
The most important thing is communication. If the coach knows you're not going to make it, there's no biggie. And it's like for your squad, if nobody says they're unavailable, you're expecting everybody to be
Yeah.
available.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody checking in. You're
So,
expecting for everybody to go.
Now we go to another little lesson. That's what you're teaching the kids. Fast forward 10 years when they have to work.
Oh yeah.
Not being responsible.
Fired. No call, no show. Why didn't have to?
No call, no show.
It's true.
Yes.
Again,
I agree with you, Danny.
I say
Like it doesn't matter. Who cares?
Yes,
huh?
yes.
I say it to be nice,
No, but it's an honest
but
truth,
being
man.
honest, shout outs to trophies. Ese güey nunca falla. He puts it all the
He
time.
makes sure it's on there.
Yes, yes. He could get wrecked.
Even though it's an old picture, huh?
no.
Like, okay, we get
Yeah,
it.
Saludos,
You sleep
Chóforo.
there. We know that.
I brooded with that guy, and we make it work. So it's like, again, not everybody has that, and so
Fucking Chóforo.
when you teach the kids that it doesn't matter, that it's irrelevant,
Then it's just never gonna
Then-
matter, huh?
or you don't teach the kids discipline, and the coach is trying to put discipline, that kid's gonna say, "Fuck you. Who cares?
Yeah.
My mom ain't gonna say shit." This coach is not good. I'm
Especially if
gonna
they don't
take
have
him to
discipline
another
at
team.
home, and then you bring them to the team,
It's
it's gonna be
true.
hard to for the coach to coach that kid, huh?
Yes, yes. So,
I think it's hard as a parent
For what?
to kind of let go of your kid so that somebody else can like
No,
step
but
in.
you're there. It's part of life.
No,
See,
I
but
no,
here's the
I
thing.
no, I
We
get it.
take them to school when they're during school. The teacher takes control. So it's the same thing when
Sí,
they
pero
go with
you
the
know the
coach.
difference with school que tú no estás mirando lo que les
Yeah.
están haciendo, lo que les están diciendo in sports. And I'll
So
say this because
you
of
should be
me.
more worried about the
No,
times
no,
when you
no,
don't
no,
see.
no, no, no. You know, I'll say it because of me. Como está diciendo Danny ahorita aquí about like the kids and the type of parents. Okay, I'll say this because of me, and I'm pretty sure Danny and Jerry experienced this with us. When my son started playing soccer, it was with them. He knew crap about soccer. He didn't know nothing about soccer. I say me because it wasn't his dad. Yo lo tenía like his dad likes to call it chiquiado. Okay. To me, it was like, oh my God, ya se pegó. And it's like, shit. Or, oh my God, like, ya le gritaron. It's like, crap. Or, oh my God, someone kicked him and my son's already crying. Like, crap. It's so hard to be the hard parent. And it's so hard to be tough on them sometimes. But I think it's something that a lot of us need to unlearn.
You want me to tell you the only thing that's bad about your statement? To me,
What?
you don't want to be the bad parent. He goes and tells a kid something at school. You don't want to be the bad parent, so you're not going to correct that. He does it again. It's normalized.
Oh, yeah.
So you're normalizing it.
Yeah.
So honestly, a kid with a shitty attitude, and if the parent has the same attitude, don't coach him
Mm-hmm.
because that's going to be a big fucking headache, and it's going to be an
Yeah.
issue down
Yeah.
the road. The moment that your kid is with that
You have a
coach,
point.
whoever the coach is, you're trusting that coach to do right
To do.
for that
Mhm.
kid and teach them the
Mhm.
discipline, because every sport requires a discipline.
Yeah.
Hell, my kids did it taekwondo, and I was watching, and I forgot what it was. They were talking when he wasn't in position. Go stand in the corner. You're gonna do 100 squats. I said, "Andale, cabrón.
Pues sí.
You're
Se
paying."
lo ganó,
And guess
yeah.
what?
Yeah.
We were paying for the monthly, and
Yeah.
it's not cheap. Go get your shit
But
done.
it's true.
And-
See, but we all have to learn to be like that. A lot of parents,
Well, you said something else. You say it's your generation. There's
a lot of
hits and
parents
misses.
creo que
A mí no,
like
no me
nomás,
apunten ahí.
a lot
güey.
of parents creo que nomás no se prestan. I'm telling you, I had to learn to let go of my son when he's out there doing something.
There's
No.
a lot of bullying going on right now in schools, and a lot of that happens to be because the parents will
Because-
not correct that shit.
Mhm.
Yes.
It's perfectly fine.
Yep.
So, what happens when you have a bully on your team? You don't correct it. Fuck
It's,
no.
it's just gonna,
You
yeah,
call
it's
that
gonna
out. You
keep
let the
getting
parent
worse.
know, and you
yeah.
tell the kids this is not going to be tolerated.
Mhm.
If you allow it to continue and persist, what happens? It gets worse and it gets worse. Tomorrow it's you're gay, and not in a jokey manner, and then the next day
Yeah.
it's a fuck that fool, and then
Yeah,
it's a punch, and then
Yeah, yes. It evolves into something more and more.
so
Yeah.
think of it as
From verbal to a physical abuse, right?
every day they're gonna test that line.
Yeah.
To see
How
how
far
far
can
they
I
could
go?
get.
How
Yeah.
far can they go? And
Mhm.
unfortunately, a lot of the times parents are not on the same page,
Yep.
and they push that envelope goddamn far. And that creates also splits. Let's get into that Dr. Phil shit. That'll separate a family as well, because the dad is trying to put discipline. The mom's saying,
And the
"Oh,
mom-
don't do that.
Yeah.
It's my baby."
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
But then the dad's the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you all can't all be the good people.
In reality,
true.
you need a both.
Balance,
no?
no?
You
If
need a
you-
balance.
No, pero sabes qué? I think us moms, and I'll say us because I think it's a girl thing for the most part. I think it's us moms que siempre es like, oh my God, like Danny said, like my baby, pobrecito or pobrecita. But if we don't unlearn that, and if we don't learn to let go of wanting to have them here como un niño chiquito, they're never gonna learn crap.
You're setting them up for failure.
Failure,
because
yes.
when
I'm
the-
telling you because I
when-
was
when the
that parent
reality
when my
check
son
happens,
started sports.
you don't know what reality
So,
size
little
is
boo boo,
gonna
ya le
be.
ponías un curita luego.
No, honestly, no creo que así de
That's what they make the la boo-boos.
Yeah.
no creo que así de exagerado, but I think I was one of those where like I was so concerned like qué le va a pasar, and he's sad and he's hurt and he's this, but I had to unlearn that. And I think if I wouldn't have done that, my son wouldn't be at the level that he's at right now
I
in
ate
his
dirt.
sport.
Dirt.
You there?
Fucking played marbles and ate dirt with water. Called it chocolate milk. Listen,
Yeah.
it.
But these kids are made like we were before,
Yeah,
though.
it's
That's
different.
I ran to the orchards, got fresh, no wash, fuck it, pesticides. No.
dang.
Yeah.
You know, have you seen that thing going around? Like we cannot raise our kids for a world that doesn't exist anymore. Like,
Yes.
My kid's a cat.
Oh, so
That's not my kid, but
that's a good one, cuz
You know, so it's
times change, man.
don't hit him. Fuck that. If you're out of line, you're out of line.
okay,
There's
pero
a way. There's
Pero
no,
por eso
yeah,
tienes que
pero
educarlos,
pero
¿no?
mira,
So-
¿sabes qué?
But the education I've seen from a lot of parents is like your kid's misbehaving, and it's just like, oh, it's okay. And then you see him with brand new shoes. I bought him some new shoes. You're,
Uh-huh.
you're comforting them for being a jackass?
Yeah,
No.
I think we just have it all fucked up.
Can you read some comments, cuz?
Yeah.
A ver.
Don't read comments because, you know.
A ver.
A ver, ya se
qué-
la rayaron aquí a Dani ahorita, yo creo. The
The-
parents probably
the
gonna be like, I'm right
parent,
here.
You're talking about me, fool.
I don't know which parent. Fuck you.
A ver, while we look up the comments,
Oh.
Wow.
what's like, have you ever dealt with the parent that's like, fuck, man, you know what? Just
Or a
leave.
combo or
Algo-
of the kid and the
Ever
parents?
have you ever had that parent that you're just like, you know what? I don't freaking want you on my team. Vete.
No, not with the kid. Look,
I think the biggest issue is always the parents,
it's
no?
always the parents, man. Look, the kids are innocently blind. They're misled.
Because they're
know,
being raised. They're
being
getting
told you
told,
better
yes.
have your way. It's not. Fuck it. It's. But yes, I think that in another world, in academies in some places where the coaches just give a shit if you're paying,
As long as you
go
pay
ahead
me,
and pay
yeah.
up.
Do
You go
whatever
ahead
the
and
hell you
play.
want,
But
huh?
But realistically, there's coaches that are gonna say no. I think I ran into a coach, not gonna say which club or which academy, but he said 3 of my kids are traveling Europe right now with their parents. Must be nice. Right? They don't get in another team. Why am I gonna your kids are on 2-month travel trip? Must be damn nice. 2 months.
Yeah.
That's privilege. But that's what it is. And so depending on what it is, if you have to put up with it, you put up with it. But you don't have to put up with it. As a coach, honestly, there's
Have you
You're
ever
gonna be driven there.
like terminated anybody? Tell them, hey, we can't coach you. No, what,
Like it got
kid
to
or-
the point where it's just like,
Yeah,
you know
that's
what?
it.
I think they pick up hints. They terminate themselves.
Yeah,
I think they terminate
Yeah.
themselves. There's again, and it's not the
That-
kids.
that's probably something hard to do, no? Especially in the sport. Like, hey, you know what?
Well, yeah, but like he said, why are you gonna deal with something
you
that
shouldn't. You shouldn't.
yeah, like
It's-
y luego más that they're literally like they're donating their time, you know? Like nobody's paying them to teach your kid to
you know, a coach that
do something.
mentioned something. He said, "I don't want to be a babysitter no more," and I agree. It's not just drop your kids off and go do your fucking nails or go do your
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah.
However, I'll always say this: if the kids are at practice or with us, understand that they're safe. Period. They're always going to be looked at like
Mm-hmm.
they're part of the club.
Yeah, this is
They're
what I
part of the
told
family.
Luis when I started taking my shoes. I'm like, hey, these are yours now. You know, teach them. Yeah, but I'm there.
No,
I'm there,
pero
but in
sí
the
es-
field, you know, like, hey, you're,
And it
now you're
has I
responsible.
think it has to be like that. A lot of us don't know or
I-
don't want to do that.
I don't get involved in whatever he has to correct them. I tell him, hey, you have to rough him up
Mhm, you
sometimes
have
because
to.
that fool, he's a little tough sometimes, you know. To me, rough him up.
Last
So I
time I,
ju- I
saw
just
him
stay in the
putting
back.
hands on him, he almost laid you out. No, yeah, but it's true. You know, like
That's the coach's job, man. Let them do their job.
it's hard because again, you do get connected to the kids, and so it's not that hard to just take a minute and talk to them. Hey, how was your day, guys? It's simple,
Little stuff.
unneeded question, but that question softens them up a little bit. Oh, we did this, we did that. It's cool.
But break them off a little.
But I think also that kind of makes them feel like he cares about me.
yeah.
No, you should care about them
Yeah.
because they're there with you. You're spending. Look, I'm at practice right now. I think Monday. Right, well, I have to go back to Mondays, but Monday, Tuesday with the 15s. I used to be there with my kid. Now my kid has another coach. So that's good. Wednesday, I don't think I need to go out no more unless there's scrimmages. Thursday, I'm back with the other two groups. The 2015s and also the 17s are practicing, and then Friday with the girls again.
Oh,
That's
damn.
5
So
days a
how many
week.
teams are you coaching?
No, I'm not coaching all of them.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'm-
So,
But you're
I'm
but
there.
you're part of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I
So
love it.
so you're the president of Tigres, right? You're the one that
Yes.
runs Tigres. How many teams do you have?
Behind the scenes. Right now, there's a girls squad that just got made is going to start playing this season. But they're going to play in two brackets because there's a few girls that are 2014s, and so
No 30-year-olds.
no.
Damn.
I don't need the benches clearing out. And also, the liabilities on them breaking a bone, throwing a punch. No, we're not going to do that. But there's also Jerry's squad. It's the 2016s, or now they're U11. Luis has, I think, the U8 now. That's what you guys would be, right?
Yeah.
U7, U8. Herita has the U8. The other ones are the 2017s are mostly 7 and 6-year-olds, but they're considered the U10. They got bumped up, and then obviously where I'm at, they're considered U12 now. So I think it's like 7 teams,
17.
seven teams, and there's rumblings of the
Are you planning
2020s.
Are you planning on growing more than 17?
I'd like to, but it's time consuming, and if you can find parents that are really about it and they're like, I want to help, those are the best people because they're looking to give back.
Yeah.
And, that's why, like, somebody mentioned, AYSO. There's nothing wrong with AYSO. You're gonna run into some coaches that are actually willing to do the work and learn, and then you're gonna run into coaches that it's just recreational and just go play, kids. So nothing wrong,
because kick the ball, huh? That's it.
At the end of the day, it is a sport, and especially in the younger ages, let them have fun. Yes, compete 100%, push, but have fun. If the kid looks like he's defeated after every game,
maybe
if you're the parent, maybe you want to pull them somewhere or have a heart to heart and just really be what it is, because there is a such thing as a burnout where the kid burns out, they don't want to play no more. Talented as hell, they just don't want to play no more. So there's a limit, but I also believe that they should play as much as they could play. They're going to learn, but availability and accountability are things that don't always go hand in hand.
Yeah.
So if you got the schedule on a Wednesday and it tells you got to play at 8, you're showing up at 8:20.
Yeah. Gotta be
Ya empezaste
responsible.
mal.
Ya andas mal. A ver.
But that's gonna happen.
Vamos a los comentarios a ver qué hay, cuz.
Ya se la rayaron.
Ahí.
Just kidding.
Está bien, no me agüito.
Te la mientas para atrás, ¿verdad?
Okay.
No hay bronca.
The Kamikaze.
Yeah, that's Coach Tony.
I know it's Coach Tony, but I wanted to read his name. He said, "The Planet Question. Shout out to West Oxnard. Love that brave shirt, Cayman. Saludos, brother."
Oh yeah, have it. It's a gift.
CEO God. Puro Ventura.
Puro Ventura. Purro. ¿Qué no sabes hablar español o qué?
Ey, le puso
Oh yeah.
double R, el que no sabe escribir. Yo estoy leyendo lo que put it.
Purro.
Purro.
Maybe he was trying to say perro. It's all good.
Troublemakers Pacheco. Saludos, Brenda
That's Coach
Licious.
right there.
Who's that?
I don't know, Brenda Licious.
Y me van a chingar en mi casa. ¿Quién
La
es?
van a ahorcar.
Saludos, Danny. Who's that?
I don't know.
Hey, that's Coach.
¿Cómo se llama?
Troublemakers Pacheco?
You know who that is?
Coach.
Yeah.
Coach what?
Coach Pacheco.
I don't know who that is. What the fuck?
A ver, who's
Oxnard
next?
Doggies, good conversation.
Yeah, that's the guy. That's the boy right there.
Danny, órale tocayo, saludos.
That's DJ or what?
Daniel Alvarez.
Daniel Alvarez.
Oh, he's
That's
got
our
a good name.
That's our number one fan right there.
He's got a good name.
Avalos Fan Bam. Shout out to
Yeah.
Danny, realist man right here in Oxnard.
That's Avalos right there. That's good people. His kid, his wife, good people.
Good people.
Good people. Yeah, good people.
If you could give coaches any advice to become better coaches, what could you?
Remember,
What advice can you give them?
go back to when they were kids. Think back to when you were a kid, because again, you're shaping a young kid. So you can either shape them and make them something great, and that's part of the development, or you could break that kid to where they don't want to play and not even play any sport. So
Do you think?
how would you want to be
Now that you
treated?
mentioned that, do you think a lot of coaches maybe push the kids to not want to play because of the way they treat the kids, or do you think it's the kid? where it's-
Okay, shots fired. Yes and no. Sometimes it's also the parent. Sometimes the parent. If a coach is strict, there's nothing wrong with that. With certainty, right? Like as long as he's not
Yes, yeah.
abusive strict.
Yeah.
But strict within the discipline that he requires. Again, remember, these coaches are giving up their time to work with all these kids.
It's not
And
just
so
one. It's
There's
a lot of kids.
there should be a mutual respect given both ways. So if you go to a job tomorrow, you can't do it exactly how you want to do it. They're going to show you how to do it, and then you pick
And
it up.
then- Yeah.
Yeah.
So if the coach is showing you how to do it, cool. As you pick it up, they're going to be more relaxed, and you could do more, and then do the fancy stuff, right? Keep it simple is what you should always think about. But nothing prepares somebody to the parent that says, my kid should always be on the field. My kid should always be a starter. My kid's your best player. My kid's going to go here. I'm going to pull him because all these clubs want him. Fucking take him.
We don't
We'll
want him
see.
here anyway.
Yeah.
Fucking take them, because at the end of the day, the grass is green everywhere. What isn't is what's being given to that kid.
Mhm.
What you're feeding him mentally to
You're gonna be
to
that
how you
same
look
parent
at it.
everywhere you
Yeah,
go,
yeah.
and it's gonna be the same issue. Yeah, that's true.
And I'm pretty sure there's parents out there that have doors closed by other people. And that's sad. But
Yeah.
again, that relationship should be good. You've seen me around on the field. I talk to everybody. I'll
Yeah,
roll up. Hey,
yeah.
how's it going?
Mhm.
It costs you zero energy to be a genuine person and go up to somebody. Hey, how's it going? How's the kids? What's up? Even if it's not about soccer, it doesn't have to be
Mhm.
sport
Just
related.
about
Just
that,
how are you
yeah.
doing? Simple. Chop it up. If we do in the summer barbecue, that's for the parents. We've done it every year. It's
Mhm.
for the parents.
Yeah.
Let the kids enjoy it. Let the parents enjoy. You might not know that parent, but today you do. Have a beer with them. Have a
Yeah,
drink.
yeah.
Yeah.
Understand that those parents are looking for the same thing. And if they're all there, they're all there for the same reason.
You know, but some parents no se prestan.
No.
I mean, we went to one of your guys's when we were playing with you guys. It was a great time, but sí había one parent that was kind of like, you were like, hey, come on.
Say it. I don't
Like,
know.
hey.
No, pero
No,
son
like-
tímidos o nomás they don't like to
Well, like Danny's saying, we don't know everybody, but we're still all there for the same reason. So, you know, I mean, I'll say this just with like the girls. We were all like hanging out over here. We don't all know each other. We're getting to know each other, some of us. But then there you have this other one in the corner, and it's like, okay, you're not just embarrassed because we told you to come and hang out with us. No. Okay, well, F you then. Like,
Okay, there's some shy people.
no,
There's some
de eso
kids-
ya.
Listen. There's
Entonces,
some
¿para
kids,
qué vas?
there's some kids that are shy. And
Yeah,
suddenly
there's
you,
some
you
kids that
take
are
them
shy.
you take them to play a sport.
No, not
whatever
the
sport.
kids, the
No,
parents.
Here,
no.
Danny, you're talking too much. Here, take a shot.
But
Nah,
this is
I'm
but this is true for both, right? And yes, some parents I mean,
Some parents are just.
tienen
come
tienen
on.
pocas pulgas, maybe, I don't know, but
This is like the what the guy say de las girls al baile. Entonces, si no vas a bailar, ¿para qué chingados
¿Pa' qué
vienes?
vas?
Like,
Salud,
like,
loco.
man, if you're not gonna come hang out, then don't show up, man. Just bring your kid. Like, we don't want you here.
look, it happens.
People are just.
It happens because again, there's like I said, there's kids that are shy as hell.
Yes,
Oh, he
there
doesn't
is.
have- Suddenly they start becoming more outgoing. They want to go. They want to be around the kids. They start excelling in things because they have a sense of belonging. And that really
Yes,
does
Well, the
happen.
kids, they're
A
kids,
sense of
pero
belonging.
a grown ass adult, like, ya te pasas ya.
No.
Sí, eso sí.
You're
Pe-
fucking
pero
old
si hay gente
already,
así,
like,
güey.
come on.
Maybe tiene un marido que es machetón,
Sí.
o tiene una esposa que es machetera y pues
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah, está
come on,
cabrón.
dude. Like, man, like, shit. It's just, people are just.
Pero también you have to understand, todos somos diferentes. Tú tienes tus defectos. Otras
nah. But
personas
I mean,
también.
I'm gonna go aside with her on this
Dude,
one.
but it's true.
you
No,
know,
it is. I
Look,
agree.
I go give you a water bottle. What's the worst you can say? No thanks. But if you don't say nothing, it's like, well, fuck you.
Yes. yes.
Like,
Yeah,
I
it's
get
like-
I get it.
Doesn't cost nothing to be polite, huh?
It just depends on how
Like,
you.
no se prestan, you know?
Okay,
And it's
we got
like-
more comments.
It's like,
cuz,
why
a
are
ver.
you here then? Don't come.
Because you paid me. Hustle Talk paid me.
Oh, troublemakers, Pacheco. It's Moscow Brenda. Oh.
Yeah.
Now you know who it is?
And now I know. No, pues well, que troublemakers.
That's Coach Pacheco. He's,
I forgot that he's a coach too.
Yeah, well, we brought him back, and we're blessed to have him.
Órale, Mosquito, ya se porta bien ahora sí.
Ah,
Lo tienen on
Conmigo,
check.
conmigo siempre se porta bien.
I don't know. Cuando yo lo conocí andaba bien.
Allow him to live.
Es que ahora sí ya le pegan.
Pues si le pegan, pues le gusta.
Coach
pues, ahí está.
Tony said some people always think the grass is greener on the other side,
Correct.
but never water their own grass.
Correcto.
Damn,
And
yeah. You got a
that's-
point there, coach.
But it's because they're, ¿qué estamos diciendo? The parents are trouble. They're going to be trouble wherever they go.
Yes,
It's
yes.
not the coach. It's not the team. Juvencio, my daughter's first coach, still hit him up for advice true to the coaching game. Oxford
Hey,
Doggies,
his daughter's
coach
good,
taking
too.
shots today.
Two more. No, but seriously, there's
¿Qué dice?
Frank Ramos. Blink twice if you need help, Danny.
Another shot? No. Ice, a little bit of ice.
Oh,
No, but
shit.
seriously, it's there's
This shit
a-
makes you cross. So, guys, we're gonna need an Uber.
I brought a car. No, but it's true, and there's like I said, there's a reward in soccer, and you see the kids and any sport, not just soccer. Because if I could do football, I
So
would go into football.
why do you choose to create a club, like a soccer club,
It's expensive in a lot
and
of clubs.
instead of football or any other sport that you played?
Um,
Why soccer?
Somebody said something very important recently. They said it's not what you know, it's who you know. Sometimes it's you need to know somebody, especially when it comes to like the football. If you're trying to get into those other leagues,
Mm.
you know.
So, do you think it would be tougher to become a football coach?
Gotta have something under your belt for that.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's like some.
So for
some-
soccer, it's easier, or what? Is that what you're
I mean,
trying
if
to
I
say?
was to move back to Washington, I'm pretty sure I can get on the football coaching stuff.
Oh, because of your
Because
your
you know,
history.
Or
Ah,
even
history.
wrestling, you know,
Yes,
yeah,
yes, yes.
yeah. Why not? Those are, you know,
Okay.
they're good people.
But
there.
aquí es
Hey,
otra
aquí-
Hey, it's
diferente.
true. It's all about connections.
You know, shout out to all the high schools that won the league. I think Channel Islands won the Citrus, and I don't know who else won, but they won some other winners, right? But ultimately, like, there's a lot of favoritism that happens even at the high school levels, and that came from a parent, and we won't disclose a parent, but that should never be. Coach should be unbiased. You want to do the best. It's at the high school level. Now you get a pick. That's why you have tryouts, right?
Mhm.
It's like whatever comes. You know, I think Real Real, they do a lot of good activities for the kids. So they have sports. I think most of a Real district has sports. So the kids get flag football, they get soccer, they have basketball going on. It's
Y nosotros.
Acá.
it's awesome. You know, it's great. There's a Real district. They have that, right? So I think last year, I was able to coach. I was coaching the 4th and 5th grader girls, and they went undefeated. And then the little boys were the 1st and 2nd graders. They made it to the championship, and they lost in the championship. But it was a
Okay.
good time. And so this year, my daughter was like, "Hey, the girls are asking if you're going to coach again." I was like, but then apparently I am. So I got hit up that I am. So, you know, it's nice because I don't have to worry about it. I'm not worried about tryouts. No, just come if you want to have fun. Let's
Just
have
be there.
fun.
Yeah.
It's fun, yeah.
Now, when we're playing, I might be a little bit, hey, push it.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, have fun, because it's not the end of the world if you lose a game, and it's not the end of the world if you win it all. It's just a nice memory for you. Suddenly, that player might have never played, but you gave them a shot, and now they want to play.
Yes.
You know, so there's a lot of things that you can do, and that's what I'm saying. In a position of a coach or a boss or whatever, you can be impactful
Mhm.
to the kid, and you can also be impactful to the parents if the parents are receptive.
Yeah.
If the parents are like, "Nah, screw you, it's better over here," go.
Yeah.
Pues sí,
You
pues
know,
vete, ¿verdad?
Like the coach Tony that mentioned about the grass being green. It's true. Somebody said that to me before too. Grass is green everywhere, 100%. But he's right. They don't always water their grass. They'll go for somebody else's grass.
And it's
"Oh,
gonna be
look,
the same
that's-
shit.
Yeah.
That grass
still
is
gonna be
greener.
brown.
Come this way.
Yeah.
So it's a long process when it comes to coaching and teaching, and really getting the most out of that kid, or getting the most out of even involvement and discipline. So it's like, I have one parent that they're great. They're really involved with their kids, and I think at one point they pulled their kid. And he's a great kid. He's a big kid. We're like, damn, he could do a lot of damage, but he's a little timid. He's a little shy. Sometimes he gives you great. Sometimes he checks himself out.
Mhm.
But the parents said, we're gonna keep him local. But for me, like, we're going back to Ducos, and shout out to all the kids that, you know, are moving on to Flight One. And I'm like, let's go. So I said, I have a spot for him. Why? Because the kid has always been there. They're always committed. And I just think sometimes they hit a little snag and
Yeah.
they fall back. But it's just, I respect the fact that those parents are holding them accountable. If you're not going to push yourself, if you're not going to try, if you're not going to have your practice stuff ready,
Then step
Then-
back and
Yes,
give
yes.
then we're going to take a step
give that
back.
spot to someone else who
Correct.
wants it. Yeah.
And then you have the parent that says, it doesn't matter, you're the best one, they should always play you.
Yeah.
Nah,
Exactly
it
true.
don't work
It's
like that.
true.
Not exactly how it
It's
works,
true.
but you know what? Cool. And I have the luxury of saying I don't have to charge. So if you don't want to like me, you don't have to like me. If a coach is worried about being liked, that's a problem. Your job isn't to be liked by everybody.
Yeah.
Your job is to be respected, especially by your players.
Respected by your players. Yep.
The players need to respect what you're giving them, because it's real, and it's something that's going to
Mhm.
help them. Not just there, they can transition that to some other sport or something
Yeah.
else. Again, as a coach, you're not just coaching, you're also mentally
Men-
teaching them something
mentoring,
different. So
Discipline
you're almost
and all,
like
yeah.
a psychologist. Hey, you had a bad day. Oh, my kid's not behaving. I'll go talk to that kid and say, hey, what's going on at school? I don't have to, by no means. But these kids are like sibling. They're like my kids'
They're like your
siblings.
kids.
So
Yeah.
what's going on? And then they'll tell you stuff, right? Like this is happening, and then you relay that back to the parents, and that communication line is there because
It's
there's a
important.
trust built.
And you know what? I feel like you'd be surprised. A lot of times kids share with
Would
their
open more,
coaches what
yeah.
they don't share with their parents.
Again,
Yes.
sometimes it's fear. Sometimes they might think, oh, it's not going to be
Or
respected.
I'm gonna get
So-
in trouble. Or yeah.
So, I say if you're a coach and just be a real one and honestly just give them what you think you either never had or what you always had.
Or what you would have wanted. Yeah.
What helped you be that person that you are today? And if people have respect or disrespect, trust me, if people don't like me tomorrow, okay. I sleep great at night.
Mhm.
Although I might be playing video games up late, but I sleep great. My alarm clock's supposed to clock off at 4:50. At 4:30, I'm already up playing video games, just shutting off my alarm. And I could have gone to sleep at 2 a.m, and I'm okay with that. And my job requires me to be on a computer all day. So it's tiring on the eyes, but it's my responsibility to be there.
But I think it's also something that you love, no, and enjoy. I think that
It's a necessity.
I think it's something
It's a
that
necessity.
I love the lottery, but I don't play it.
I
I want to win the lotto, but I don't play it. So job is it's also a responsibility that your kids get to see that. Oh, my dad and my mom didn't.
Oh no,
feel
but I'm not
good.
talking about your job. I'm talking about you being a coach.
Oh yeah, it's rewarding. It has its own rewards. Again, it has rewards. Like I say, shout out to all the parents that are willing to be out there for their kids.
Yeah.
100%. Because there's kids that unfortunately don't even have the parents to support them.
Yeah.
And you become their fountain, and you could become the rope that leads them in the right
Mhm.
path, or you could become the person that says, I don't give a shit, just go do what you got to do. Later on, that kid's locked up, and then you're like, well, what happened?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, well, these guys gave me attention, and I just got caught up. And that does happen.
It does happen.
Yeah.
So if your kid is in an environment with somebody that gives two shits about him, they really do care about your kid, not in a I'm his dad, I'm his brother, I'm just as a big brother, somebody that's gonna, you're having them in a positive environment where there's learning involved and there's accountability and responsibility. That's the reality of it. You're now mentoring that kid, and it's awesome. There's another coach, great coach too, and he hit me up and he goes, hey, these kids played with you when they were over there. I said, yeah, they did. He goes, dude, they're so well behaved. Discipline, and they're sharp.
It is discipline.
And so those are the brownie points, right? When you go watch them play a high school game, it's freaking awesome. It's awesome. You're seeing them and you're like, damn, not only are they on the high school team, but they're starters. They're this, they're that. And you see the other kids that went a different route and they're just they didn't make the team, or they're on the bench, but they're not the
Yeah.
starters. What happened?
Yes.
So, you could pay for everything, but it doesn't always
But,
result
yeah.
in results because the kid still has to drive himself there. So effort,
Okay.
motivation, and dedication, that has to be taught, and discipline has to be given and earned.
And money's not gonna get you that.
No,
Never.
no.
I have another question for you, Danny. I always ask the girl questions. So you mentioned that
I'm not a hoe no more.
no.
You're
I
not a girl
changed
no
my,
more.
You-
changed my ways.
You mentioned earlier how you spent a lot of time coaching and a lot of time in sports.
Mhm.
Like a lot of your time is dedicated to that.
Mhm.
How does your wife feel about that? Is she supportive? Is she part of it? Does she let you do your thing? Like
Should give you a hard time.
how do you
Yeah.
Damn.
how do you separate, or how do you
Find a balance.
yeah,
Yeah.
with being a husband and like
Yeah,
at home and your
yeah.
kids, like outside of your house?
It's a great question.
No, honestly, outside of your house, you're your kid's coach. You're not their dad anymore. You're
Yeah.
their coach. But once you get back home,
Your dad.
your dad, or I don't know if maybe your wife is part of what you got going on outside with sports. But if she's not, like as soon as you get home y cierras esa puerta, like Coach Danny ya se quedó afuera,
No.
or
Nah?
no. No, because I might get a phone call and might be my boy Juvencio and we chop it about something else, or they roll up and we have a beer and we're talking. But look, you met me and I was already coaching. That was a part of me. She mentioned something a long time ago. She said, life lessons. Like, what are you giving back to the kids? Because I was helping somewhere and it was a club where you paid. And then some things happened that they didn't sit well with me, and
Mhm.
I left. And then I hit up Trophies because Trophies was part of the reason that we started this. He kept on hitting me up, full vente, wey, vente. So we started it. It was Santos. Cool. Everything good. Break off. I changed it over to Tigres, make it a full club. She's been there the whole time. The first money investment out of pocket to get cones, to get porterias, she put part of that money.
I know his wife, guys, but
You know,
these questions are
Um,
for
and
the
so
people who don't know Danny.
you know,
And
there's
Yes.
times when she might say like, "Hey, don't do this or don't do that," but there's also times she says, "Hey, he doesn't have that. Let's give him this." Or, you know,
Mm.
so it's not hard to be a good person. It's hard to be involved. So for her, I think like last week when I hit you up thinking, "Oh shit, I'm gonna leave you
Yeah.
hanging," we were like, "Let's take the kids somewhere." So
Mhm.
what did we do? We took off to San Diego, just nice, us, nothing to worry about. Let the kids have a good time,
Mhm.
family time. We come back, we know soccer's about to start again. Let's make sure. So then you have your little outings, but you never forget what your family is,
Mm.
right? So there is a distinction line. However, I blur it a little bit because I might get hit up about something, or there's coaches that I'll chop it up with, and they're from another club, and we might chop it up for half an hour here and there and bounce ideas
So
off. Or
this means your wife is very supportive.
yeah, she
Do
still
you
yells,
do
but
you think that's important though,
it is.
as a
Oh,
coach?
yeah.
It
Like
is.
if
I
you
think for
have a
everything.
partner,
Yeah.
like do you think it's important to have a
let's say
supportive
let's
partner?
say let's say Easy was balling out with baseball, but Frank has to continue working. He can't make it to the games. Are you not gonna go because he can't go?
Hell no, I'm gonna be there.
You're gonna be there, right? So
You can't be mad at him either.
can't be
Because,
mad
Yeah.
at him for
But I
not
feel
doing
like
it.
there's people like that,
No.
and I think it's good to know.
There has to be a mutual respect and
Yes.
understanding of what's going on. Are you doing again? Same thing for the parents. It applies for the coaches. Are you doing it for
Yeah.
the right reasons? And you'll be surprised how many coaches. Like I don't think that coach is still around, but there's one coach that I used to hit up every year just to see how they were doing, just
Just
because
checking.
they were somebody that was big brother to me. That was a
Mhm.
mentor that would give you and feedback, right? So there's and I think I even knew the wife, the family and stuff, and so there's nothing wrong with having her be involved. On the contrary, it helps. Yes, some of it is naggy, some of it is I just
But that's her job
but that's
too.
Yeah.
yes, because if she
That's
wasn't
her job.
if
Sorry,
she-
but I'm a.
Yeah.
It's true.
if she wasn't there, I think I'd be in the red more. But at the end of the day, it's like she knows it's something that I love. So she ain't gonna put a break on me unless it's like I'm completely going off the edge.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when there's things that are related to the kids, or if there's anything going on with the kids, obviously she's the more one at the front, but I'm there with her. So that support system has to be there, because there's times when I think she told someone of the parents, I forgot which one, but she said like soccer, 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 and I was like, yeah, I know. Like I'm guilty of that.
But
shit.
she's still there.
Yeah.
I have a question. So,
Shout out to the supportive wives.
where do you see your Club Tigres, and let's say in 5 years? Like, what dreams do you have for your team, or
So
do you have plans for your club?
look, the sport unfortunately does provide a revolving door, and that also is fueled by parents and other clubs, right? For me, right now, the goals with the 2015s, okay, they already hit up their first mark. They're gonna go flight one. Perfect. Like I told them, they have what, 4 years before they hit high school, 3 years before they hit high school. The plan with them is get them to premiere before high school. If they manage to get there, cool, because then from there, now they have to really push themselves, right? They're at that doorstep, and I'm an honest person, as far as like, I think I've mentioned this before. Like, if you're gonna go somewhere else, go, but make sure that it's gonna be
It's
beneficial,
gonna be
Mhm.
beneficial.
not just another
yes.
club of the same freaking
Yeah.
city that's doing the same shit.
Has to be something
That's
better.
stupid.
Yeah.
So the only thing that I can do is continue watching the kids grow. I 2 years from now, I might just say, fuck
Continue
this and
helping
throw the-
helping them with development
You
and
take
make
it,
them, yeah.
But 5 years from now, some of those kids are going to be basically almost prommers. It'd be nice to see how they are doing or what they apply it with, because again, it's a sport, but that discipline, dedication, and commitment applies to your schooling
Yeah.
and applies to everything else. It's the smart parents that learn how to apply it, where they tell the kid, hey, you can't go, macho. Your homework has to be ready. You got to do this.
Mhm.
And you also have the parents, it doesn't matter, just go.
Yeah.
Those two kids are going to have two different pathways.
Yeah.
So it takes a village, they say, and it's true.
Yep.
So what most we can do is give them the best that we can as far as guidance. Where the club goes, as long as I'm breathing, it's good. We're good.
Yeah.
We're
So
gonna
y-
continue.
So you'd say that you could see yourself still coaching for a really long time?
Yeah, I'm screwed that way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
why
Do we have
not?
more comments, Cuz,
It's,
before we go?
screw
Let's
both.
see what we have.
We do. Um,
Let's see
Coach
what else we
Tony
have.
said, coaching is a job we don't get paid for. We do it out of love. It's a selfless commitment to our community, our kids, and their dreams because their future matters. And you know what? As
It's
a
a good
parent,
comment, Coach.
I think I can speak for all parents. We really appreciate that because I think that it takes, not anybody can do that, you know? I mean, I said this before, like, oh my God, like, I don't have time because I have to go home. I have to do this, and that. So you guys have all that, all this and that, and then you guys still make the time to go and be there for our kids.
Something that's beneficial to the
So
kids too.
thank you to you and all the
All the
coaches,
coaches that
for
have been
doing
here in Hustle
that.
Talk, thank you guys.
Like
Thank you,
Oh,
Danny.
just
we-
in general, all the coaches.
We appreciate that because I mean, what really would our kids be doing
I
without
told
people like
I
you
told
guys?
Luis, since I took my son there, what's you guys' club, my son has become a lot better. Even as a person, he has
Do you
he
think? And sorry, Danny, I know
Mhm.
that this is about you, but I wanted to talk about this really quick right now, and maybe he can give us his point
A
of view
ver.
regarding that. If I remember correctly, you never really played sports when you
No.
were a kid, and do you think your son playing sports right now? So if you would have played sports, do you think that would have made a difference in the route or the direction that
I
you?
can answer that because I wasn't that very active. I played a little bit of soccer, but I was never really into it.
Mhm.
But now that
What
okay,
made you want to?
okay, here's the thing. I wanted my son to play baseball, and my goal was to make a team at the Isa Little League. I wanted to make a
I
team
heard they
there.
were being weak.
Yeah, that
Otra vez,
hey,
Isa Little
no,
League.
but that's what I wanted to do, and I wanted my son to be there,
Mhm.
But I talked to my son and I asked him, "Hey, do you want to join? Do you want to do baseball?" And he said no. That's when I told him, "Hey, you have options. You gotta do something. Pick something." And he said, "I want to do soccer, Dad." That's why I went with soccer. So I'm gonna do whatever he wants to do because I'm not gonna force him to do something he don't
Yeah.
want to do.
Yeah.
And now that he's doing soccer, man, I feel good. I look forward to the practices. I look forward to the games. It feels good, man.
I don't think I have the text, but I think you hit me up and you said, "Hey, you think it's cool if I do your guys' logo because he wants the Tigres party?" I'm all like,
Oh yeah, no,
Yes,
he's the
true.
one
What did I
that
tell you?
he's the one that requested the team. Yeah,
I told him, "Hell, don't ask, just use it. I'll make the
Yeah.
flyer. I'll
yeah.
make the
I did
banner."
ask him for the
You
for
know,
the
and
permission for the logo.
and I don't have that's for permission. I'll- shit, I'll
Because
send
there's
it to
other
you,
people that complain about
So,
using logos,
well,
and then it is your club, So
but this just goes to show how much Tigres means to him and how special it is to him. I mean,
no, he has
you
like
know.
grown a lot. He has learned a
So it's
lot.
had a positive effect
Hell
on him.
yeah, I'll tell you yes. I mean, he just turned 7 years old. Está chiquito, but it has helped him a lot.
Coach Danny, you don't coach 30-year-olds?
I give advice.
Hey,
He never
just
played a
fucking watch this video. Huh?
He
That's
never
it.
played a sport.
Watch the replay.
I give advice.
Coach Luis, Coach Danny, Coach Jerry. Who else is
Coach Pacheco.
Coach Pacheco? Who
Yeah,
else?
he's a troublemaker.
No, ya le pegan.
Coach
You guys,
Raul,
whenever you guys see
Coach
Caiman
Erika,
out there in the
Coach Manuel.
fields, métanlo a jugar ahí.
you know,
He needs structure too.
shout out to Avalos too. He's really involved with his
Brenda.
kids. And
I play sports, so
shout out to Juvencio.
Hey, fucking.
Shout out to Aaliyah.
Cuando no vino el otro día
Shout out to Rivera.
when what's his name was here
When Luis?
when Luis was here, Machu called her, "Hey, you're fired," remember?
yeah.
Fucking
Yeah, he's
Machu.
like-
You should have hit her with the Trump.
He's like, you're fired.
Yeah, he called her and fired Brenda.
Pinche
No,
chiquillo.
but you know what though? Honestly, I had told you, right? I said come through for the Christmas party.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And while you were there,
Yeah.
what did you think?
It was good.
Did everybody get something? Did
Yes,
everybody get?
yes, yes.
Did anybody get left out?
No.
I went to one of your guys' things too.
Was it
or
the one in the harbor?
I went to that, and then we also did at the pizza.
Oh yeah.
We
But
did
now-
all that, but it was Christmas too, no?
Yeah. No, this last one was different. It's always nicer to get everybody together. I think for that one, people do their own thing, and I thank you. I went to all of them, except for one of them's missing. They're coming up, but the one at the house, I was like, shit, like just roll up because ultimately, everybody, like I think we were short 2 gifts because the extra kids, and I was like, shit, we ran and we had some stuff in the garage that was already wrapped, and I think my son was like, "Hey, that better not be my gift." And I was like, "Nah, it ain't your gift." Absolutely, it was his gift that we just took and gave
I
to
don't know,
someone else.
but the last comment it said thanks, Daddy, and then they changed it to thanks, Danny. I
Ah,
caught that.
Avalos fam.
I caught that, bro.
You're welcome.
Órale.
You're welcome, mijo. You're welcome. No, but shout out to AJ
Nah,
too.
but
His
anyways,
recovery,
thank you for
radio.
being here tonight, bro.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Danny.
it. All right, thank you.
Thank you for
Oh wait,
our
hold on.
gifts.
Don't
What?
forget Coach Raul, Coach Bull, Coach Raul's son, and Luisito, his other son. They've gone and also work with the kids. They don't charge me nothing. They work with the kids. So again, it takes a village. All these people are giving time back. Juventus, a dad you could talk to. That guy looks up things and is always doing more. So I'll connect you. They're
right.
they're people that are involved and they're willing to do extra to get.
Also,
what
one
you're
last thing
mentioning.
before we go. Are you guys accepting new players? Are you guys always
Yes.
recruiting? Or
This guy here.
who can they call? Who can they
They can
contact?
call Cayman.
What age group? Give us
Um,
details.
So right now, because we have the new girl team, we're looking at a few girls born 2014, even I think 2014, to fill them out, and then also looking for a goalie for a 2016 squad. 2020s, that team is on hold until I hit the trigger, but then the 2019s are
2019. We are looking for players.
Coach Luis
Yes.
is at least one or two kids. I think I'll reach out to the other coaches, but I think Coach Herita, he's squaring it away at 12 kids, so he's good to run. And then Jerry, I think he filled out. And then with the 2015s, I always make a local team and I have a travel team. So
Okay.
there's kids that are like, we don't know how to play or nobody's giving a shot. We can work with them.
Okay, and the most important part: are your registrations reasonable?
I don't know. Ask the gentleman.
I think they are.
I think so too.
Yes, they
I've
are
been
very
with them, but
reasonable.
yeah, guys. Y el que no entendió en inglés, pues
En español también se puede.
en
En
español.
So if you guys got questions on Instagram, you guys could look up
We'll
Oxnard
tag
Tigres,
Coach Danny's
Yeah.
page.
Oh, yes.
So you can hit him up.
It's Oxnard_Tigres.
Oxnard_Tigres.
That's for Gmail and OxnardTigres@gmail.com.
Yeah, you guys
Alright.
got questions.
Or hit this guy up on the phone.
Yeah,
number for
you guys
hustle.
could hit me up, and then I could transfer you to this guy. And
Y háganlo
We'll go from
coach o
there.
métanlo que juega ahí.
We're gonna help him make the baseball team.
Yeah, once we fix those issues.
Oxnard, Oxnard Tigres will have a team in the
Oxnard
ESSL.
Tigres, oh yes.
Wow. We're gonna call them the Oxnard Gators.
They already have that
Eastside
idea.
Gators?
Yes. That was my idea. That's what I wanted
We're
to
gonna
call it.
squash that. 'cause
Eastside
No,
Gators.
pues, wow.
we don't want OPD on us.
Hey, I've been having that shit in the back of my head for years, man. So hopefully we make it happen soon.
I'm going to say what I've been saying. Go fix your field first.
Damn.
All
Eastside
right.
Little League, wake up.
Thank you for being here, Danny.
Thank
It
you,
was great
guys.
talking to
Thank you.
you.
Take
Thanks,
those
guys, for
shots.
tuning
You guys
in.
have a good night. We'll see
We'll
you
see you on
guys
Friday.
on Friday.
Yeah.